This lecture seeks to illustrate and clarify the concepts of figure-ground interdependence, contrast, and transitions. Do you see the white as figure and the black as background? Or do you see the black as figure and the white as background? Can you switch them? Which did you see first? In three-dimensional forms, figure-ground relationships, or positive and negative space, are referred to as mass and void. Do you remember these? Escher plays with figure-ground interdependence in many of his works. Here he starts with a light fish in a dark sea and a dark bird in a light sky. As you move toward the center, the figures get more and more simplified and closer together until the center register, where fish and bird are perfectly interlocked. For the artist, all shapes are equal. The shapes of things in the background are just as important as the shapes of things in the foreground. Here we think of water as the background and less important than the figures and the boat. But Cassatt, in designing the painting, was just as concerned with the shapes in the water areas. This is true of artists since the beginnings of civilization. Figure-ground interaction is key to good graphic design. Contrast can be high or low. High contrast suggests an idea, attitude, emotion that is different from that suggested by low contrast. High contrast is forceful and draws our attention. It can contribute to or create a focal area. Low contrast suggests a calm, quiet mood and does not draw our attention. This is a contrast of value. Areas to the right have low contrast. An area to the left has higher contrast. It draws our attention first. This has contrast of texture as well as of value. This has contrast of shape and edge as well as of value. This has contrast of hue and also intensity, but very little contrast of value. For definitions of hue and intensity as well as value, see your textbook or the lecture on color. Transitions can be smooth or abrupt. Each carries its own idea, attitude, or emotion.